rest day on the Dakar today. However, it all went off late last night, with all sorts of penalties being handed out to a whole range of crews in the cars. The overall standings have changed as the bivouac tries to take in some rest under the searing heat of the Mauritanian sunshine. The drivers may well be relaxing, but the mechanics, as always, are hard at work. So late last night, after an examination to the GPSs of the first 9 cars on stage 9, the El Halawaya loop of 518 kilometers, it was shown that between control point 3 and 4, many competitors had strayed between 6 and 25 kilometers off the main route. Now you're allowed to stray off 5 kilometers each side of a dead straight line between the control points. And as I say, some were 6 kilometers out, some were 25 kilometers out. And the penalties that were handed out were varying with their severities.
Été touché par une pénalisation de 10 minutes sont le numéro 200, Schlesser.
10 minutes for Schlesser, 10 minutes extra for Souza, 10 minutes for Jean-Pierre Fontenay, and 10 minutes for the leader Servia. However, 30 minutes for Delaverne, Kleinschmidt. 30 minutes also for Gregoire de Mavius, Hiroshi Mashioka, and Onrad. Kleinschmidt saying nobody went off this point. Those who were in 10 kilometers from the points have a 10-minute penalty, but we did exactly what we were told. Jean-Pierre Fontenay saying, I'm very angry because this is a bad interpretation of the rules after a superb navigation stage. If it was a navigational stage, we could choose our routes, and now we are facing a decision that I won't contest, but likewise, I do not agree with.
Je ne conteste pas les décisions des collèges des commissaires. Simplement, moi, je ne peux pas être d'accord. Humainement, je ne peux pas être d'accord. Je dis que les commissaires ont
saying, I think
un travail correct.
That the commissaires have done a good job, even if I've been given 10 minutes myself. I accept it, but they could have been even harder on all of us and given us more time penalties. So there are the new standings. Mashioka leading, this time from Schlesser by 35 minutes. Souza close behind the Frenchman. Kleinschmidt 4th. Jose Maria Servia, after having got stuck in the sand, is now 5th. The dunes of the Dakar are endless and endless. However, the broom wagon is always there to collect the unfortunate people who do not make it to the bivouac every evening. Out on the dunes, but once the Dakar arrives, the hearts and souls of hundreds of people really are worn on their sleeves. Ennio Cucrachi here, taking a big tumble the wrong side of a dune.
Non,
You okay?
du tout. va te redresser. Est-ce que tu crois que tu es capable de continuer?
Ouais, je peux continuer.
Tu es sûr de toi? Sinon le camion balai est à 1 km.
Okay, well, he says, if you can move, can you move out of the way?
Tu me remets juste au-dessus de la dune, là.
And all Ennio's saying is that I want to get back on my bike.
Je venais de faire quelques bornes sympas, là. C'est pas un truc d'invalide, le Dakar.
He says it's not a race for normal people.
C'est pas une course de gens raisonnables, le Dakar.
Not a race for normal people. They have a remote control to turn it off.
C'est pas un Dakar, c'est une apocalypse. C'est une apocalypse, mais bon, deuxième
It's a very tough Dakar. It's as if the apocalypse is here. On day 2, I hurt the ligaments in my knee, but I can't stop in France. I can't stop in front of all of my sponsors and my friends. I have to go on.
Du sud de la Belgique, en plus. L'autre, je pensais que c'était un ami, il m'a juste piraté. Et ben voilà, quoi, bon.
Into the distance went everybody else under that sun. But sometimes people did not arrive in the sunshine. They got stuck in the dunes or they had mechanical problems, and it was a case of the night coming in on them. The moon may have been nearly full, and indeed the moon may have had the sand blocking it out in times as the eclipse came across northern Africa at the bivouac. But the riders had no time to see the moon disappear from the night sky. This rider saying, I'm not a good rider. 95% of the other riders get through this sort of a stage. It was very, very bad all day. The engine had a problem, and I'm getting old. I will not come back. Instead, I will watch it on TV with my grandchildren.
Donc je reviendrai pas. C'est terminé. Je regarderai le Dakar à la télé. Avec mes petits-enfants.
A team effort all of the time for many of the crews, and even Pierre Lartigue saying he's still learning, and the first time for him on a Mauritanian stage in T1. Still learning.
Et longtemps que tu es là?
You've been here long? 2.5 hours. This is Philippe Bermudes. He says, I've changed everything in the engine. And 3 times I've tried to go and it's not worked. I've changed the air filter, I've changed the starter motor, I've changed pretty well everything, but I hope still to go.
J'ai perdu tout ce temps pour rien. Ah, c'est pas possible.
And once he's got it going,
Dès que je m'égare,
the electric starter then won't work.
On voit la vraie course, quoi. La course des amateurs, c'est
Richard Sank saying it's a real race now after he had retired. For the privateers, it's going to be very, very hard. No time for them to eat, no time for them to sleep. But I can at least see them, and that'll be interesting for me at least. But it's a shame I'm out because I was fighting with the top guys.
Je dis, en 4 jours de rallye, j'ai maigri de folie. En fait, j'ai oublié de leur faire mettre.
Alan Duclos saying, I've even got sand in my trousers. Next time, I'll try and remember to do the zip up.
Je crois que l'esprit du Dakar a été retrouvé là.
Ah, complet là.
Le vrai, l'aventure.
A very hard marathon stage.
Là, aujourd'hui, là, ce qu'ils ont fait aujourd'hui, là, de ce matin à maintenant, c'est...
Ouais.
I'm very tired, and
de fatigué.
now that I'm here,
Ça y est, t'es arrivé
non,
là.
mais là,
C'est
c'est
la
le
journée de
nettoyage.
repos.
Là, là,
I must clean everything. The bike, I must clean myself.
Pas rouler 5 minutes. Là, c'est
And I had to
pareil,
stop
vérifier
at one of the
le
control
chariot
points
qui
just
vient
to
de-
eat some food and just to keep going. There was a Japanese guy with me, and together we drank a little bit of pastis, and
Tu t'énerves pas, bois le pastis. Hein.
well, he may have been drunk.
Complet, donc il est encore là-dedans. Là.
He left him behind.
Oh, il est content, le japonais.
Here is Frederic Moncassin. Moncassin here saying, I've got no tyre left. I now have a brand new aluminium tyre, but I have still got to do 60 kilometres on this, but at least I've got all night to do it. And remember earlier we saw Philippe Bermudes struggling in the dark. Well, he's still here in the morning. I found the problem with the engine. I tried all night. So then a rest day today at Attar and the second rotation of the airborne mechanics.